Signaling errors. That's going to be the theme today on how not to game with Cali Jack. I'm Cali Jack, the gaming persona host for the Ep13 channel, and welcome aboard. All aboard for yet another of the Simutrans sessions here. This is the Pak128 first serious try game. And as we can see, I now have to take and put in the dreaded siding connection here at the Oasis because there's been a problem. And this is how we're going to solve this problem to get these trains moving. Hopefully. Hopefully. Now we're going to send this guy back to the depot, start him back, and then I should be able to turn him around once he gets past this right there. Right there. Yeah, perfect. Now he should find the correct routing. Hallelujah. But it also means that because we had to do this, even though it was a one-time deal, I'm going to need to have a second station platform here. So we're just going to go with gravel, make it an island platform there. And on the way back, hopefully that train will not try to go to that spot, but just to make certain, we're going to need to, that's been dealt with. Highlight the train, go to the Grand Boss route, schedule, and we need to take and change as we're heading back to Oxford from Telford so that he goes to that side. And we got to do it the right way, which means do the insert. Dummy. Caught it before it bit me this time. Did I have enough of these open on that chippy? He'd been stuck for a bit. I had stopped to allow the video previous to load up. This is episode 13 or 14. Boy, I may have to check. Pretty certain this is episode 13. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm going to admit it. I'm Kelly Jack. Welcome aboard, like I said. This is the pack for... Well, we've gotten through that. See? And that's with 2 pots of coffee in me. Just about. Imagine what it'd be like if I didn't have any coffee. But we've got that train finally dispatched, and let's see where he went to first. Went all the way down here to the point. Okay. Now, with all the trains fixed, hopefully everything will go right. The cargoes were supposed to be going through here, so it's probably the way I should have routed this guy, but mistakes were made. Pagoda Oasis has been set up pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Checking our financials, which are going to stink this year. 1907 has not been a kind year to us, and the months are not as good as we would like either. Hopefully, though, we're getting some good passengers on the train. Let's take a peek here. 80, oh, full load. Full load? Oh, this is going to be good. This might be a good turnaround game. The Hastings and Oxford line. Our short jumper is doing good. bridge, hauling along just like we need it to. Comes down a little bit faster than we'd like into that hard turn. I can see that would cause us problems. And we're going to roll right on into the station and let's see just how much money we got. $230.51 was all. So, yeah, we're going to need to update things. And the Hastings Point station is getting pretty crowded because there's just, that train's just not moving off enough there where it was stuck for so long. 365 passengers waiting, so that train's going to be going back and forth pretty good. And he's going back with a full load as well. Hey, this is looking good. So now if we take a peek at him, let's see if he's going to make money. Yes, he's going to make 82 bucks per round, looks like, roughly. Maybe a little bit more, because he's going to be running full both ways now. Let's call that double, and we'll see where we wind up at the end of the day. Right now, looking into town, our one trolley line in Oxford is doing fair. I probably could have done the same thing I did with the other community and done a loop here that tied into a loop here for this guy. But there just wasn't that connection because the way this house and road didn't connect it. That house was in the way. And I'm not really willing to take and destroy things. So one thing I did want to look at, and I said I did last episode, was when will I be able to start transporting mail? So my road vehicles for mail, my first mail road vehicle, won't be here till 1922 when it's just a light post trailer. And I think that goes onto a train. 23 we get the Kreuter, Kreuter post truck. And in 25 we get the RVG KS post trucks, as well as the mail trailer to tow behind a vehicle or a bus. So this might actually down the line, and then we get the one for on the rails in 33. That's a full-on 55 bagger. Those are all road. Looking rail, when do we get our first mail? 1918. So we got 11 years to go before we can start hauling mail. And we still have no way to do it in town. So that's going to make it even tougher to make money. And the Zephyr carries mail when we get it, so right in the engine. That's nice. So looking over our plans, which are not doing too good, we have to start thinking about some things. Got a nice red tile house. Red tile by red. House tiled by red bricks. And he generates a lot of mail, but until we get those trucks, it's not like the days when we had the Pony Express routers on 64-bit. I'm going to miss that, having that full actual system. And I understand why they cut it. I mean, yeah. Telford Cower is doing pretty good. Looking at our lines in general, Short Jumper's making money. Yeah, he's in the black, so he's good. The Grand Boss is, of course, still a problem. But I think with the connection there that they can make between the two cities, 3 cities, that will start bringing up the Grand Boss as more people realize, hey, we can get over to Telford by that. We'll see. The Telford trolley's not making money this round, which is a rarity, but that might just be because of the train having been blocked for so long. The milkmaid's making money. The milkmaid run is making 565 a year. Current period, IPS glass melting colliers is down. The Deuce collier for the IP glass is making positive. Telford Power, the 3 train is not making as much money. And our IP Collier 1 suddenly stopped because the others were delivering and we're not getting enough sand over here. So maybe we should think about some more sand. And maybe we should start thinking about a different yard design. Bring our through line up here for the coal. Maybe. I mean, this is all big, a lot of maybes here. Bring him here and then here. Yeah. Might work to take and get a faster run down the line. We'd have to initially do it by probably the whole time do it with waypoints to force them onto those lines. But for right now, this is what we've got. I am thinking about another siding back over here and taking out this section of rail right now just so that we can get some money back. So we need to do remove track and we need to remove that section of track. There we go. Let's look at our various things. Where do we get people from? Petersboro, we can get some people over to the coal mine. And Telford, the workers also live in Petersboro and Basingstoke. So we might be able to take and do a short little train run. Like extend this road and then build a train here, bring him up over and into our power station. Again, many things we can do, many things we can do. But for right now, I think the next thing is to try to get some power over to the glass mill. Let's run that. So we're going to close out those 2 windows, go ahead and open up our power window and our landscape because we will probably need some landscaping done. And our connection point right there. Let's go ahead and break out a power line. He runs across good there. Comes down like this. And if we do this right, nope, he won't do that because of the difference in elevation there. So we're going to have to do a power bridge. And I kind of want to do the bridge from back one. Let's go ahead and do a raise here. One simple one. A line like that and then down. And then we're just going to get him right to here. I think right there. Hopefully we don't have to do too much more changing of these down the road. And that should increase our electrical sales. So last year we made 600 in profit. Let's see what we do with a little bit more gas or a little bit more electricity being sold. We are up to 577 in maintenance cost, and our previous total was for monthly 570. So yeah, $7.77. I think that's wrong. It was 473 last month. Okay, so 473. Yeah, 473, 473, and then 570 now. We're going to be at 577.50 from now on. So we increased by about $100, a little over. But we're going to generate some more money, and hopefully a lot more money. As we see, that older train, the slower train, is having some problems with how it's running on that line section. And that is for one of those, that far out coal mine. Now, where does this sand one go to? He's the one that goes across, that's right. We determined that. This was the one that goes to where we were thinking about. But this is slow and steady, slow and steady. Checking this coal mine. Where does he go to? He can go to the coal station. So we can begin thinking about a new line to tie in. And we might even save ourselves some money. Come into here and see about, instead of doing this climb up and climb back down, leveling out here, joining into this line, and joining here to come up to the line for the glass that we, or cattle yard. And that would make a little bit more sense. Especially if we just do a quick run across for the cattle yard. Or for the dairy, I mean. So things I can do, things I can do. Let's go ahead and do that. Hi there. Open up that rail again. Let's go ahead and start plotting as if we are smart. And that leaves us with a space for a single line in between. I'm liking that. Come over this far so that the rail station has its connection off. And then we need to do a double line right along here, because eventually we're going to tie this gold line into this too. Oh, this is just a mess. It's not cooperating at all. Another little passing siding here. For our trains. And this will now allow us to utilize him this way and give him a much faster route in by connecting like this. Even do that and make it a smoother run. Put the signals like this. put one here so he holds up, and then we'll need a passing crossing along here before the bridge. There we go. Yeah, you can't take and do what I wanted, which is two real close side by sides. Do the signaling so that these crossings can be done. And let's see what that does for our flow and our finances. Hey there, I'm Callie Jack. We've got just a couple more things to do here. We also need to take and do a signal for this guy. So if this guy's coming this way, or if he's already into here, we can, hold up back there. I'm Callie Jack. This is How Not to Game with Callie Jack. Thanks for watching, and have a better day than I'm having.